I think it's pretty safe to say that pretty much everyone remembers exactly what happened back in December of 2023 when Elon Musk first called out Bob Iger live on stage at the DealBook Summit, putting Bob Iger in the hot seat, and in turn, Bob Iger and the board of directors going into full panic mode over how to handle the whole Elon Musk situation, going against Disney, continuing to call them out and exposing them all on the X platform. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new and like this video to see future updates. You can also follow me at Mike01. I thank you all so very much for the great and kind support. So, whether you love or hate Elon Musk, which is fine by the way, you're open to your opinion on that, there's no doubt in saying that it is really refreshing to see someone that high of a status like Elon to be calling out and putting Disney in the hot seat, really putting them in this stage of fear from getting exposed day in and day out, and exactly what he's been doing, of course, legally speaking, against Bob Iger specifically, and everything else going on over at Disney. There's a lot of things going on with Bob. As you all know, his cost containment plan is wreaking havoc at all divisions. We're talking about Lucasfilm, Marvel Studios, Walt Disney Animation Studios, Pixar, and more. It's impacting everything, such as their business models like ESPN, Hulu, Disney Plus, you name it. And it's only going to get worse in 2025 with all the expensive failures on the horizon. However, when it all boils down to Elon's push for a legal action against Disney, this is where things get very serious for Bob Iger's sake, and exactly why I keep saying that he should just step down and move away as CEO, and the board should just get somebody else in there. I'm not saying that's a quick fix, but it'll be better than Bob Iger, or as I like to call him, Bob Liger. Now, with Bob Iger and the Disney higher-ups already in serious trouble with multiple lawsuits going on right now, one major development has much to do with Elon Musk and his action against Bob Iger legally and the rest of Disney in his recent push with a lawsuit that is about to destroy Disney in multiple ways. Now, a crucial update to this ongoing development has to do with Elon Musk and Gina Carano, who are now planning to go on multiple radio stations and podcasts, where they are set to unleash a series of details about Disney's operations, specifically Bob Iger's operations, over at Disney, hence over at Lucasfilm, that contributed to Gina's firing back in 2021. What makes matters even worse for Disney's situation right now is that Elon is already preparing to expose new bombshell truths about Bob Iger on podcasts, for example, like the Joe Rogan podcast, through Spotify, that will unveil new connections to the Gina Carano firing through usage of his Disney contacts that are actively feeding details about their misuse of firing employees, Gina included, and cast members. In addition to all of this, Elon Musk is already reportedly gathering with other actors and or actresses to create multiple lawsuits against Bob Iger and the way he led Disney for the past couple of years. These details about Bob Iger and how he handles Disney improperly are described to be such a bombshell that it will certainly cause a large amount of shareholders to bail from Disney in the near future once this goes public by the springtime that Elon is planning for. Now, the strategy by Musk is to essentially expose new visual representations of Disney's new set of rules for DEI and how it is being used essentially illegally by Bob Iger. Elon is also enhancing the Gina Carano case with new bombshell details about Kathleen Kennedy and her connection with Bob Iger on the decision to fire Gina from Lucasfilm back in 2021. Elon is also reportedly seeking multiple employees that got fired improperly across the board to create another major lawsuit against Bob Iger on top of the Gina case. These employees are said to range from the Disney parks and all the way up to the corporate ladder that will be used against Iger. Already Bob and the board are having meetings almost every other day about how to handle the whole Elon and Gina lawsuit and among others, and Elon's push to move forward with multiple lawsuits that will be funded by himself against Bob Iger. Now, both Kathleen Kennedy and Bob are already reportedly set to head to ABC-run programs to share their side of the Gina Carano story, as well as other legal cases over at Disney. Iger is also set to make a statement about Elon's push for more lawsuits on top of the Gina case in a desperate move to debunk Elon Musk. The battle between the two CEOs continues after Disney pulled ads from Elon's X platform, previously known as Twitter. In addition to all of this, however, Musk already reportedly has over 10 individuals that are prepared to take a stand against Bob Iger that were previously associated with Disney that were unfairly fired and or removed from the company as Elon prepares to go all out against Disney for 2024. Guys, let me stop here for one moment before I move on. This just goes to show you how Disney is really screwing up every single time. Every single year, it's only getting worse for them. Now look, we know that 2024 is really all about banking on Deadpool 3 for Disney when it comes to movies. That's ultimately what Disney wants to see succeed. And we already know that there's been this ongoing battle between the creatives of that movie and the higher-ups. That's also been creating a lot of drama. But we'll have more to talk about that later in the week. But what's interesting about this push by Elon, Gina, and other cast members and or employees that were associated with Disney that were fired or removed improperly are slowly but surely going to take a stand against Bob Iger and the way he runs things over at Disney. So look, this is a fine example that the fact that Elon has all these bombshell moves on Bob Iger, it's only going to make matters worse for Disney's situation in 2024 and how it will most certainly create a ripple effect for 2025. Again, the Gina case is just the beginning. Alright, Elon is literally actively grouping up tons of individuals that were improperly removed, fired, or treated by Disney / Lucasfilm or any other division over there, right? And making multiple cases against Bob Iger, the way he runs things as a CEO, the way he organizes things with the board of directors, etc., etc. However, though many of those in the public eye hold differing opinions on the situation, both Elon and Gina are also creating a strategy to go on a major mainstream platform to expose Disney to the highest level that will enhance her case against Bob Iger and those over at the Disney company that will impact all divisions and not just limited to Lucasfilm. So that's another thing, is that Elon wants to go after all divisions, not just Lucasfilm. He wants to go after Walt Disney Animation Studios. We already know that Disney is pretty much going into a lot of cutbacks with that company, or that division of the Disney company, I should say. And it's only looking worse for the second half of 2024. Once you get past Deadpool 3, and whether it's a win or a loss, doesn't matter. It's not going to save the MCU based on what's going on with 2025 and all the drama happening with Blade and Fantastic Four and Snow White 2025. Apart from Marvel, it's going to be a big mess of a situation for next year, without a doubt. So again, like I said before in the beginning of this video, whether you love or hate Elon Musk, that is perfectly fine. You're not excluded from the comments, type away your thoughts on Elon, that's fine. But we can't deny the fact that somebody with that high of a status is something that was much needed to go against Disney at this point in time. So overall, guys, drop a comment below, fill me in below in the comments what you all have to say about this. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and I will catch you guys later.